A word stress means a prominent syllable. This means stress is placed on a certain syllable. For example, the word teacher, beautiful, understand, continue. There are many two-syllable words in English where the meaning and form change with a change in stress. The word present, for example, is a two-syllable word. If we stress the first syllable, it is a noun or an adjective. However, if we stress the second syllable, it becomes a verb. For example, present. For most English words of two syllables, the stress is usually on the first syllable. For example, common, nation, open, study, sorry. For words of 3 or more syllables, the stress is usually on the first syllable. For example, the word universe, it's pronounced as universe. The word article is pronounced as article. The word relative is pronounced as relative. Nonetheless, there are some words of 3 or more syllables with the stress on the second syllable. For example, economy, democracy, tomato or tomato, banana. For two syllables nouns, the stress is on the first syllable. For example, center, object, and flower. On the other hand, for two syllables verbs, the stress is on the last syllable. For instance, release, admit, and arrange. For compound nouns, the stress is on the first part of the word. For example, desktop, pencil case, and bookshelf. For compound adjectives, the stress is on the last part of the word. As an example, well-meant, hard-headed, and old-fashioned. For compound verbs, the stress is also on the last part of the word. For instance, understand, overlook, and outperform. For phrasal verbs, the stress is on the particle in the sentence. A particle is also known as a preposition. For example, turned off, buckle up, and hand out. For words ending with IC or ic, the stress is on the syllable before the last part of the word. For example, economic, geometric, and electrical. For words ending with "tion," the stress is also before the last part of the word. For example, technician, graduation, and cohesion. For words ending with "fee," "g," "tree," the stress is on the third from the last syllable of the word. For instance, photography, biology, geometry. For words ending with meter, the stress is also on the third from the last syllable of the word. For example, parameter, thermometer, barometer. Therefore, it is important to note that knowing the stress in each word would not only improve your pronunciation, but also your ability to understand the language itself. It also helps you identify if the words are nouns, verbs, or even adjectives, and assists you in remembering the pronunciation of new words.